sal, dame un kilo de noticias, 5 pesos de política, un litro de honestidad y un tantito de madre. Bienvenidos a su podcast favorito, La Canasta Básica.
Hey everyone, how are you?
What's up, listeners?
What's up with our first podcast in English, so whatever.
This is not something new for us. It's like a project or experiment, something like that. I'm not a perfect English speaker, so give me.
Yeah.
It's our
Give
second
me.
language, so okay.
We are gonna talking about Mexican things.
Mexican
It's
things.
something curious cause
Answer some questions.
from someone from
From
another
someone.
country, by someone from other country, specifically Canada, I guess so.
She's
Quebec.
Canadian. Yeah, she's Canadian.
Anyway,
Yeah. Hello. Okay.
So let's start. What are you proud to be Mexican?
go ahead, please.
We have brought. Well, I think that being Mexican means like more than just mariachis and that kind of shit. But
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
I have a problem with wherever people talks about that being Mexican means, because they always thought that we going in on donkeys or we're playing around with tequila all the time. But it's no. I think being proud of being Mexican, it means a lot of things about more than the meals and the tradition. It's like you really love your country. Besides all the shit of the corruption of all that of things.
That everyone knows about it. But just
Yeah, but
specifically Tad, you know.
yeah, but I think I'm proud of being Mexican.
I am not sure if I am proud of being Mexican for our economy and our president because it's a shit.
But it's a beautiful country.
But Mexico is.
It's a beautiful country. We have.
Depends on a lot of things. But being Mexican is complicated. I think so. But I'm proud about. Do you know, like, here in Mexico, it's different in your country. I don't know wherever you are. It's like in Mexico, it's not things are not easy. For example, I study economy or engineering, business management, or whatever. But I cannot the best person here or find some perfect job with a good salary. Do you know? It's complicated because we have a lot of competition, I guess, or a lot of people looking for a good job. It's a big deal, but I'm proud because big Mexican is like, I'm strong, people. Do you know?
Yeah,
what?
I think being Mexican it means being strong.
Exactly. It's like, some people say that it's like a video game. You know?
Yeah.
It's the most difficult level in a video game. You know, because it's corruption and two economies, because yes, we have two economies, formal and informal, but this is for other podcast. But that is complicated, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna be a more strong person, you know?
But I think you start to be proud of being Mexican when you're in another country, because when you're here inside the country, inside the frontier, you start like, I hate the country, shit, and all that kind of stuff. But when you go to another country and know another culture, you start to be proud of
Proud of Mexico.
of where
yeah.
you are, of where you come, and your father and whatever.
I think that the foreigners see us like, oh, you're Mexican, you drink a lot of tequila
I have a problem with that.
mariachis and reggaeton. Is like,
Yeah.
yes, but no.
Yeah, for a starter, it's only from Puerto Rico, yeah.
Oh,
Bro.
That's true story. But actually, it's a friend from camp when I tell me that, hey, where are you from? I'm from Hungary. How about you? I'm from Mexico. Oh, tequila.
Tequila.
Limon.
Taco.
Chile.
I had a problem with tequila. They think that we can drink tequila like maniacs. I
Like
don't
water.
know where the fuck they had that idea that we can drink a lot of liters of tequila like maniacs and we are immortals. That doesn't exist. That it's not a thing. We are
No.
drinking rum, no tequila, so
But this
You
is
didn't drink tequila
yeah.
like 1 year ago.
Yeah, it's-
But after
it's-
camp, you drink more
yeah, it's
tequila.
a fucking superpower right now.
You are Mexican and you can't say I don't drink
Yeah,
tequila.
you can't fail your country when
Yeah.
when people say you're Mexican, you have to drink tequila. You can't fail that. You have to drink tequila
Yeah.
because it's you represent an entire country, man. Like, I have to. No, you want to. You have to drink
Yeah,
tequila.
you have to.
Superpower.
That's complicated, but being Mexican is complicated because it's like your toxic girlfriend. I don't know if it's exists in your country anyway. It's like I love Mexico, but I hate Mexico in the same way.
I
Yeah.
love Mexico in other country, but I hate Mexico in Mexico.
Of course,
Yeah, you start
like-
being Mexican when you're in.
Yeah. Yes.
because here it's like I'm from Puebla, I'm from Monterrey, whatever, and I'm a student. I'm a worker. Anyway, but when you are, for example, in the United States, it's like I am from Mexico. You are from England. You are from Australia. It's something different, you know. I think it's complicated, but
Yeah, but being Mexican, it's awesome. I'm awesome.
Yeah. I'm also.
it makes
Yeah.
it awesome. Awesome.
I always say that, but yeah, I'm proud of being Mexican. It's funny.
Okay, but you can't hear by me that I hate Mexico or why Mexicans suck.
Nah,
Okay,
in
if
some
you
way,
want-
everybody
In some
hates
way.
I
Mexico.
have a question. If you are proud of being Mexican,
Yeah.
why you wanna go to Germany or England or another country?
Because the same country doesn't gives you that opportunity of have another country of have another job to being best of
Yeah.
you. Miserably, our country means of corruption and all that kind of stuff. But when you start to realize that their country, in the professional way, maybe you start to realize that Mexico it doesn't help you a lot of all. Mexico it puts you a lot of walls over your professional life and even your social life. If you think different, the people start to see you bad in a bad way. But I'm proud of being Mexican. It's fucking awesome. I fuck you all.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's complicated, but okay, let's go with the third one.
Second question.
If you have to only pick one Mexican meal, what it will be and why?
Mexican meal. It's difficult because we have tacos
Where's the
and
difference?
chalupas and memelas.
Well, that's
A lot of meals.
only our states gastronomy. But if we talk like an entire country, I'm not a fucking Oaxaca and have another.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But yeah, fuck all the states.
We are from Puebla, and my favorite meal is semitas, semitas. What is semita?
Fucking
What
bread
semita
with
is
meat.
bread with cheese,
It's like fast food.
Yeah, a kind of cheese.
a kind of cheese.
Yeah,
Kind of
the
cheese.
Americans and all other countries like Gouda cheese, American cheese, yellow cheese.
that bullshit.
But we have like 10 kinds of cheese.
Oh yeah.
And cheese
And
here
all-
is awesome.
And all kinds of cheese are different and different way and different textures. And it's complicated to describe like what it's quesillo, la semita is.
it's complicated. We can't look for what semita is.
Like
Google, something like that.
I could put the image over the screen
Awesome. That's
if
awesome.
you're seeing this on YouTube.
Okay, the next one. What do you hate the most about your country?
The fucking corruption, man.
Corruption.
Fucking
yeah.
corruption. But even the culture is bad. Corruption
But
is the corruption is already in our culture
Yeah, but in
when we
Mexico it's
born.
more. Here in Mexico it's more.
Yeah, but when you're born, you already know that Mexico is a corrupt country.
With the police are the most corruption.
Yeah, we only contribute. Everybody contributes to corruption.
Yeah.
Of course. But
Yeah.
of course, the corruption in the government sucks, and probably you hear a lot of corruption
But
in
what's
your
corruption,
CNN.
man? Like, if you give like money to the police officer, it's corruption. But only if we have to have the concept of what is corruption, because corruption is give money to the police officer. Corruption is don't care about the problem that we have and don't make a
Pay for
difference.
Pay for your signatures.
Pay for
in
signatures and-
school.
Even being a non-citizen.
But of course, that's our first or more big problem. But I think, in my opinion, that I really hate how the people. Why? Because it's like we have two economies, and that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because if you ask for that's what the problem is in Mexico is like president. Why president?
Yeah, the people blame.
President take decision.
But
Of course,
what else?
I got it. But why? President suck is the first problem in Mexico. That's the reason because we are bad. I mean, it's not. President, of course, yes, that's our
That
first
contributes
face that
to the
you
problem,
see
yeah.
in Mexico and in the
But the
news.
fucking problem is that the people doesn't realize at all.
Exactly. This is complicated. Of course, you are not from Mexico. Probably you don't understand how Mexico, live in Mexico
Yeah,
is bad.
it's not like Russian corruption that they contribute to be a better way, but in Mexico it's like a can full of animals. Do you ever heard it? Like Mexico, when you put the best enemy or the biggest enemy of a Mexican is another Mexican.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all.
true.
And actually, for example, in your country, probably pay taxes if you
Yeah.
are from
Yeah.
United States, or do you know what I mean?
The people.
It's like, okay, it's the best I can do for my country, pay taxes, you know, because I'm a help to my country. But here, not. If you are here, it's like, no. That, here is IVA, like, no. That sucks. Why? Because it's for president. It's for the salary of the president. It's like, no, man, that is
Yeah,
not.
but there's people that they don't even know where IAB is. It's we work in a bar, and the people didn't even know where it's that tax. So that's a problem. They think that that kind of tax they only pay when they have to, but the people doesn't know that it's a tax that everybody pays in everything, even in fucking cigarettes.
But for example, here in Mexico, if you are going to market, informal market, it's like, yes, please go to the market and buy a lot of things, your groceries, and this is gonna help to Mexico, please. It's like, no, man.
No.
Why? Because they do not pay taxes or IVA in our country. But the problem is that people does not know about it. It's like, that is the first problem I have with my country. I love my country, but in the cuter way, like, okay, of course, mariachis, tequila. It's like, okay, of course, I'm Mexican, but my
In the bad way.
people is like, damn, man. I know, I think it's a big deal.
I want to change my answer. I think I hate most about that. The most thing I hear about Mexico is education. Like I want to change my answer of that. I think the biggest problem in Mexico is the people doesn't educate. The people have education. The people doesn't know that. Do we have responsibilities about paying taxes, about being a good citizen? Nah, it's worse, but it's worse when the people doesn't realize that the best way of help our country is paying taxes, making business, and it's a difficult debate because what did you say about they really doesn't know that how the country works.
I think we are so naive. That's the most problem of the bigger problem here, because they do not know about it. I guess so. I'm sure about it as well.
Yeah, another biggest problem is when being rich in Mexico, it's a bad thing.
Actually, I guess I don't know how, for example, England works, because you have a queen. I guess the queen decides everything. Like, okay, I'm gonna make a mall here. Okay, now, but here in Mexico, it's like, okay, president says, I could make a mall here, but the president had to go with
But you has to be accepted
a group
of
of people,
senators
like
and-
exactly the senators, like, okay, what do you think about it?
It's a good idea now.
Exactly. So the president is as your queen. You know, it's not the same way.
Yeah, it's not a monarchy.
Exactly, it's not a monarchy.
Yeah.
But the people thinks that the president is like a
But
monarchy.
you think that
Fucking
democracy is best in a monarchy? You think that it's better? I don't think so.
king. Why not?
Because democracy doesn't mean that the decision that it make of the country is the best decisions.
Do you like monarchy?
In England, it works. But
works.
the problem is that if you put a monarchy in Mexico, the people doesn't know what even fucking means being in a monarchy.
That's true.
So, I think democracy, it's a good thing, but it's not always the best thing or the best way to how works a country. Because probably the decision that the senators does on all the team back of the president, if you have an idea, a good idea, but if that idea means that you have to give the people money, it's a bad thing because all the important people over the country gets less richer. So the distribution of the economy, it's worse. That's what happened in Mexico.
Or do you like the socialism?
It's fucked up. Now, everything in theory works. In theory, socialism and communism works, but in theory, in the practice way, it's fucked up. And the people don't know. I always thought that there's people that doesn't even know what's the difference between communism and socialism. And that's
In our country.
in our country.
That's
And that's a problem too.
So education is a good point because nobody had that.
Yeah, the people
It's-
doesn't read.
Exactly, it's a big deal. We have like a different culture. It's complicated to talk about it. Probably you don't understand what the hell we're talking about. But it's some example why we hate or
Yeah, but at the same time, we love it.
yeah, exactly. But Mexico's in my head. You know, it's like I'm Mexican.
Sometimes when you see the people fucking making traffic over hated the other people, and it's like,
For example, coronavirus news in our country is like Mexicans makes parties or
Yeah.
going outside
Going parties,
with not responsibilities. It's like yes, that happens. Sadly,
it's a reality.
but nobody does. Do you know? Like for example, I don't. She doesn't. He doesn't. We are not the same in some way. Like the same people. Do you know?
It's fucked up when the people doesn't believe in a virus.
And we are a really religious
Religious, yeah.
religious
People.
country. First of all, to us is God. You know, it's like okay, God is going
Comes
to be
first.
Exactly, come first. It's going to be the best to us. It's a big deal. It's complicated, but
Yeah, but in
That's
a
all.
good country, the religion it doesn't mean that it's a problem. Because if you focus the religion in a good way, it can make some a good things. But in Mexico, it's the opposite. So the people prefer to believe in a God that believe in science, that the virus exists and the shit is real,
exactly.
and the people go on the street walking without mask and walking without the safe distance of 1.5 million, maybe.
Mm-hmm. For example, we have a big problem. I don't know how to say in English, but when you take the temperature, I don't know how to say that
Yeah.
fucking machine in
Yeah, that
English.
way that measures temperature.
But some people think about that shit is bad to your head. Like, no, please do not do that. Because it's bad for my head.
Yeah, it gives
and-
radiation and shit. You're like, man.
Yeah.
It's like if you think that that machine can make your radiation, get your microwave and put it to the trash, if you think that.
Yeah, it's a big deal, but we are so fucking big country. We are a lot of people. It's complicated. You
Yeah,
know? We
the
are a
famous
really
people.
big country. It's complicated. But anyway,
Next question.
next question.
What stereotype do you hate the most about Mexico? That we always are. The problem that we have. The problem that I have when I meet another people from other countries that they always thought that we're always drinking tequila and we're always dancing and we're always singing and we're always
Drugs.
happy. But that's a reality. Mexican always happy. If you look in another way, we always happy. The European people are like sand all the time,
Yeah.
like cold people. But I had a problem. The girl that I knew over the USA, they thought that I was a gay.
Okay,
a gay
I get
person
it.
because I hug my friends. So that's a problem because they don't have the culture of like being caring, like being really like caring about
Yeah.
your friend. That's a problem because when I hug a friend, they felt like, hey, he's gay, and I'm like, no, I'm not gay, but I like hugging people. It's fun. It's
Or he likes every woman here. He's like no.
yes, but no.
Yes, but now like.
It's because they are exotic for us. In Mexico, the most of the people are brown or Latin type, and they're not at all. But when you know people from another country, especially in European people, they are white, very different of Latin people. So even when a Mexican comes to a people of white people, we are exotic and we're fine.
Blue eyes or a blonde hair is different. But I hate Mexico is not yellow.
It's not sepia color.
Sepia, it's not yellow. Please, and I really hate when
But that's an American thing. In American movies,
Okay, in
but
American movies.
we're in sepia all the time, and it's cloudy and sunny. But
or
it's
we have
not.
I don't know because I'm Mexican, so I don't know how my accent is. But I think we do not talk of how the movies show you is like
Yeah.
no like no man.
Mexican, we are not like Eugenio Derbez in American movies. We are not that stereotype like the poor guy and
Exactly.
the guy who makes a garden and cut the grass. We are not a guy. Well, probably most of the people probably does. But we don't do that.
That's true.
We have cars,
We have cars. We have money, of course.
buildings, and streets.
Building cell
A lot
phones.
of things.
Apple. Apple.
Yeah, we have Apple things.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
But that's a problem. Well, that's a thing because we're a third world country.
And I hate as well about drugs. You know, it's like, oh, you're Mexican. Do you have drugs? Do you have weed?
No, that's most of a Colombian thing.
I guess in Mexicans too. When I was at camp.
Like, you know, drug dealers.
Yeah,
Well, I do, but it doesn't mean that
I do.
that is not a thing because I'm Mexican, because I know drug
Exactly.
dealers.
It's like it's funny. I take it as a funny way, in a funny way, but sometimes it's not the best to me. It's like, man, that's ugly. Like, no, I'm not a dealer. It's not. That does not work to me. I don't know why, but I don't like not everyone
No,
is dealer
but
here.
the worst stereotype is like all Mexicans are poor. I think that's a very bad stereotype because we are not alike.
We are not African. Sorry, sorry for that.
Yeah, but it's a true thing because when you meet someone from another country and he asks you, like, you go on donkeys all the time? You're like, no, man, I have a car. I know how to drive. What the fuck? But they always think that the Mexican is too stupid. I think I hate that. That when you go in another country and they realize that you speak another language like English, it's like, wow, you speak English. Like, yeah, man, I can speak English.
That's true. Or if you speak at the other language,
Other
French
language.
or German, it's like, wow, man, how do you do that?
Like, you're smart. Yeah,
How?
man, I am smart.
Exactly.
I'm a person.
Or, for example, if you're engineer or author career, I don't know, whatever. It's like, oh, wow, do you have a career? Yes, man, it's something normal.
So I'm in college.
country.
Yeah,
I'm in
I know how to
college.
write and
I have
read.
kill
Yeah,
time
it's a
in
thing.
my head.
It's a word thing.
It's a word, yeah. Of course, we are a good workers. It's, I don't know why. We are really strong people, work people. But it's like, I am not good for good dishes. Like, or a Mexican is like, no, man, I can do something better with my life or with my hands. But, you know, I can't lead statistics or something. You know, I'm more smart.
Yeah, we have culture.
You know, I have culture in my
We
head.
have education.
Yeah.
But the problem is that probably the people that they know that are Mexican, for example, in the States, they realize the entire country, or they judge the Mexicans or the entire country on some of people that they do work in a bad place. They don't have papers, that kind of stuff. Because probably that's the most percentage of the people who are living there. So they judge us in that way. That if the Americans see American people that they're immigrants, they're illegal people, they don't have green cards, they don't pay taxes, they judge us in that base of people. They don't see the whole screen. They don't open their eyes and search in Google. Hey, how Mexico City is? They think that every fucking state in Mexico it's a fucking desert. They always think that. And I don't know if that happened to you, or isn't it that happened to you? But when you start to show how the country is, they say, hey, they have seas, they have streets, they have cars. Wow, like, yeah, man, it's a country.
Like as Mexican as Mexico City is, with the big buildings and
yeah, in some time, like in the past, Mexico City was the biggest city in Latin America. Yeah, like in 30 years ago, but it was a big city. It's a bigger city already, but it was the biggest city in like 30 years ago, because Mexico was good 30 years ago.
And actually, we have a good economy here in Mexico. I think we are the country number 3, I guess, for TMEC is a deal with the United States and Canada. We have a good business here, but we are not stupid. That's our point. What do you think about it, or what do you hate? What stereotype do you hate about Mexico?
That every people think that the Mexicans are illegal in the United States. So it doesn't.
That's
Anyway.
homophobic too.
No. Or why you are Mexican if you are married with other guy, say you like, oh, married with me and you have
Papers.
papers.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's
why?
the thing.
That happened with me and the Russian guy is like, why? Like.
But I guess, do you know why? Because people goes to United States. The poor people here go to United States. People Mexicans at the United States are not the best people, not the best
Yeah, the people who are there is
face of Mexico. For example, the
They
engineers.
doesn't represent us.
Exactly. So we have more, and we are smart people. We have good engineers, our good technology, but we have a different problem. But we are smart people. That's our point. What's the next one?
You thought the police is corrupt there? Yeah, we already said that. A lot of corruption here. Tell us a story if you have one. Okay,
Yeah, we
I have a
have
lot
one.
of them.
I have one with you.
Yeah,
With the police.
you know the story. We were over a car.
I'm sorry. I lost
I
it.
passed a red light. It was my fault, yeah, but
Yeah.
I contributed to corruption in that time. I passed a red light overnight. I think it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, probably. And the police officer stops me. And he said like, hey man, you passed the red light. And I'm like, yeah,
I know.
I know. I fucked up.
But I can get in my car.
That's next.
And
Yeah.
but the problem was that failure to the transit law, it didn't mean that they have to take my car off me, but they only have to give me a ticket. But the even corruption makes you scared. They tell you things that makes you scared, and they got fucked up. They are going to take off my car.
And they do not.
And if you don't know the law, you're going to be scared and you are corrupted. And the people and the police officer has like that question of how is it going to be? How do you want to solve things?
500?
And you say like, well, I can give you money. And like, how much?
And nobody knows the law or the constitution. Do you know
How
what
many
your
articles has? Yeah, but that's my story. And they take money of me, and I gave them like 300. I don't remember 300.
350,
Something
I think.
like that. But I was corrupt in that story. I contribute to corruption.
I do not
That was
have.
my first
Really?
question about my corruption.
I do not have a story about it because I am not the driver. That's sad.
But in corruption when, for example, when you're smoking weed on the street, that's something illegal in Mexico. You can smoke weed.
Or when you smoke school.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's corruption too. When you smoke at a public school or in a school in general, and the teachers realize that you're smoking, and they hey, you're smoking, you're breaking the school laws, and it's like, hey man, give me a break, like. Give me a break.
They wanna say that.
Yeah, it
You
does.
can give one Coke or a torta, a food.
Drugs.
Food, some
Food.
drug,
Yeah.
even drugs. No.
Also cigarettes.
Yeah. I had a
The
teacher.
corruption with the police in the school is cigarettes.
Yeah, like a jail, man.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Anyway, the next one.
Tequila or
Okay.
mezcal?
What do you prefer, tequila or mezcal?
Both. Yeah, I
No,
like
but
both.
one.
Yeah, I
What's
like
preferred?
both. Tequila. I have to power to tequila.
Mezcal. I prefer mezcal.
Damn.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that tequila it's spicy. Did you know that? Yeah, when I gave tequila to Polish people, they say that it's spicy,
You suck, man.
and I like it doesn't spicy but when you try it like in an objective way, you realize that tequila it's spicy, but we are so used to drink tequila, but we don't even notice that it's spicy, but it's spicy a little bit. Yeah, sometimes some try it.
Which one, for example?
Jose Cuervo.
This is fancy.
Yeah, for us it's not spicy because it's a normal thing.
For us,
For
it's
us,
not. It's
for us
spicy,
it's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
for us it's normal. But for
Damn.
person they say like, fuck, it's spicy. And when I try it like in the objective way, like, yeah, it's spicy.
Some people drink your tequila with something spicy and lemon, of course. But this is something different.
Yeah, tequila is
You
better.
know, I think I'd rather tequila. I'm not sure about it, but probably tequila is better.
we don't
than
drink
mezcal.
tequila all the time.
Yeah,
That's a
of
fact.
course. Actually, I prefer. I don't know if it's wrong. I don't know if it's
Rum?
that means wrong in your country. I don't know what else the name is, but I prefer also, for example, Scotch.
Ah, yeah,
Scotch.
that's good.
That's awesome. I don't know, but tequila is not my everyday life or everyday
Yeah, we don't drink
life.
tequila. We drink beer. So
Yeah, we are Mexican, but tequila is not our cup of tea. You know.
yeah,
it's
it's,
like
it's not in the middle of a drinking parties. Can you explain Mexico Mágico? That's a joke.
that's a joke.
Yeah.
First
It's
of
a
all.
joke.
It's not literally magic,
Yeah, but it's
but
a joke.
it's kind of. Yeah. Mexico Mágico is why.
In Mexico, we have a joke because
The country is a joke.
we take the bad things with in a funny way. It's like
Yeah, and that's a Mexican thing. The only people that see bad things like in a funny way, it's Mexican people.
Yeah.
we see corruption funny. Like, hey, give him 200 and let me go. Let's drink.
for example, sometimes I'm watching the news, but for example CNN or BBC, and it's like, oh, Mexico is have a lot of corruption, or the people do not take care about the coronavirus, or some a lot of fucking things, and it's like, damn,
But-
Mexico, because it's like just
It's a
that
joke.
happens in the country.
It's like sarcasm.
Yeah,
Sarcasm,
but
for
Mexico
example.
Mágico is also for the memes and jokes
Yeah,
in the
memes and
internet.
Yeah,
And
I have
because we see all things funny, you know, like a joke.
I have a theory that
Whatever
Mexico
Mexico.
makes memes. Invited. We create memes. I think that's a Mexico
Memes.
thing. We create memes. That's a Mexico
Yeah.
thing. And then the other countries make their own memes, but the idea of a meme it comes from Mexico because
Everything that happens in Mexico
yeah,
happens.
we laugh about everything.
Everything,
Even the
yeah,
bad
everything.
things. Even
Bad
death.
things, good things.
Even death.
Yeah.
We laugh at death every day, like, hey, I don't care.
Yeah.
We laugh at even death.
Damn, it's a big deal what a Mexican Mexico is. But it's in conclusion, it's a joke. You know,
It's a
a
joke,
Mexican
yeah.
joke.
Inside joke.
Who's the next
Oh, why
one?
you hate your president?
It's a fucking stupid asshole.
Yeah, but
Every president is a bad guy.
The first problem is that everyone thinks that he's the
The bad guy?
Yeah, of course he's the bad guy, but he takes all decision in our country. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
poor.
they don't
Why?
know how
Because
to
my
work.
president sucks. Damn, my job sucks. My salary is not a lot. Why? Because my president. The price of all groceries are being more bigger than before. It's like, why? Because my president. Damn. And it's not. You know, for example, I do not hate my country because he's idiot. He's an asshole.
Okay.
You're right. But I guess again the problem is the people here in Mexico. How the people think about it. How the people think about Mexico works.
Yeah, but I read someday that we have the government that we deserve, and that's a true fact. We have the government that we deserve. The people is corrupted. Even the kids says like corruption is a normal thing. We really have the government that we deserve.
Because the teacher said that.
Yeah, I think like the politicians are normal people, like, but improved in an improved way. Like they born with an idea of corruption, and when they convert in politicians, they already know that you can do anything you want, and it's not a bad thing.
But the president is that he can't do everything. I think it does not make sense.
He doesn't have the final decision.
Yeah, because it's a big system.
Yeah, we have three powers and democracy and a lot of democratic thing that I don't know and I don't care. Well, I don't know in English, but we have three powers, and the three powers distribute all the legal things, the laws, and the constitutions. But I think even the constitution, it's right wrong.
For example,
It has 100 years, man. The constitution even knows what technology is. Our governments and our politician leaders, they don't even know how Google works. They have that problem. What do you think?
the problem here is how Mexico works. For example, I'll teachers say the same. Like, the problem is the president.
But why? Yeah, that's the question.
You when you are, for example, 5,
Okay.
Teachers say that, like, oh no, Mexico sucks because president suck.
But they don't tell you why.
Exactly. But and we have not economy, education. That's another problem. Maybe you do. Maybe you have your country and how the people work. You understand how your country works, but we don't.
Yeah, most of the people
we
doesn't know.
don't. Exactly, and that's a big deal. That is a big and if you want see Mexico improve. Mexico improve, it's a big deal because it's changed a lot of things, how the people think, what the people believe. Is a really big fucking deal. You know, I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah, talking about Mexico is always complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated, and do you know what curious is? It's like I always say that I hate Mexico. How socialism works, economy works, but I love Mexico. Because
yeah, it's a beautiful country.
I'm studying how Mexico works. You know what curious is that? It's like, okay, I hate Mexico, but I am studying how Mexican works.
And you know that the system is
and you
wrong.
know how exactly why the system is wrong. You know, that's the reason that I do not hate president. Of course, I'd say that he's stupid, that he's naive, he's not the face of my country.
The people choose the president.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what kind of people?
Yeah.
The people without the studies.
The president Stargy was smart. He was smart.
Yeah.
For example, in 2006 and 12, Enrique Peña Nieto, were our president, and it's like he's handsome.
Oh yeah, that's
He could be my
Yeah.
president. It's like, are you
They
fucking
choose
kidding me?
because he's handsome. He's an asshole.
And AMLO in
In some way.
before being a president, say that okay, Mexico, please give me your belief in me because I'm going to be
Yeah,
I'm going to give you money
Yeah.
if you do nothing.
Nothing.
It's like
I think that
what?
the AMLO sells the idea that he's a prophet. He was the one who was going to save Mexico, and he's not going to. He's not doing a good work at all.
And yes, we are the best workers around the world. I'm guess so, but it's a big deal because if you could choose about do not anything and work, is like okay, I'm gonna stay at home and watching TV, but it's like, are you fucking kidding me, man? And the president won cause it's like, I give you money if you don't know anything. That's why he won. It's like, no man, that doesn't work. You have to do something for your country, and you can receive money, a good salary, or whatever you believe. But president is not the first problem here, I guess.
It's the people.
It's
The people is the problem.
So AMLO, you can suck my dick. That's my point. But I think you are a good old man in
Yeah,
your
he's
head.
going to-
In
I
your
think he's
head.
going to die soon. So, your favorite Mexican expression? Chinga tu madre. Yeah, that's my thing. That's the one for me.
Chinga tu madre.
Yeah, it's a beautiful expression. You could put it in so many ways that it makes sense in so many ways.
My
No
favorite.
mames.
Yeah, that's a
Don't
good
suck.
one.
No mames,
That's
don't
a-
suck.
that's a good
Literally. I guess verga. Verga is.
Verga, you think
is
that?
a dick. Yeah, of course. Because we use that fucking word in a lot of situations.
Yeah, even in a good situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Verga is first of all my dick. My verga dick. But you can say, oh. I
Yeah,
know.
but that expression is not a bad expression. You have so many ways that you can use that expression, and that's so beautiful of Spanish. I think our Spanish is so beautiful. We have so many expressions. I don't know how many words the Mexican Spanish has, but I know.
For
it
example,
has a lot.
orale is.
Yeah,
Everyone knows about
¿Qué
it.
pedo?
Que
Yeah,
pedo.
we have a
For
lot.
example, pedo is a big.
Way.
Way. For example, I hit with some person from other country like, hey, way, how are you? Oh, man, you have to learn how you can use that word, you know?
even the expressions with the hands,
With the hand, exactly.
they're fun.
For example, I think this is an international.
Yeah,
signal.
it's international. Like fuck
International
you.
signal,
Yeah.
like fuck you. But that one
Yeah,
is
we
different.
have this.
Literally,
we have this.
literally is X.
X.
X, exactly. But it's like, why X? Be honest, I don't know. Be honest, I don't know why X is an insult. But it's something Mexican, and I love that. Or, for example, it's like, oh, I did not believe. I did not believe you, or oh, get out of fucking here.
Yeah, but we have like we have an expression, like a specific expression that can make something about a worse thing. Like if you say I'm a student, I know that this thing, the etc. etc. But when we have one expression that can make an untrue thing, like nah. You know,
Yeah.
like if you say like yeah, like hey, I'm in you, nah. Everything that you said can make a untrue thing when you say
For example, I fuck
In every
that
context.
girl.
nah. In every context,
Ora.
yeah, in every
Yeah, he's
context.
like, nah.
But-
Nah, I don't believe you, man.
I think Na is Mexican and Ora is from us, from Puebla.
yeah, the ora it's from it's from Puebla,
Okay.
like
Ora. but basically, is I do not believe you. I guess.
but that's not true.
So if you can change one thing about Mexico, what it would be?
The education. I stay with
Education.
education. I stay with education.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I think that education starts in your home. With your
Yes
parents.
and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, some.
Oh, okay, in the school, you have education about economy and the president and your country, and that's it. But in your home, it's like,
Yes and
like,
no.
how you be a good person, you
Okay.
know?
Uh-huh.
So,
No, I think the education. Well, some part of it, most of it, of education has to be in our homes. But
Yeah.
I think the lives educate you. The life it means that you have to be
So life.
educated. Some people educate in a way that you don't even realize.
I guess education is a good point because education means a lot of things. You know, if you
Yeah.
have education, do you know how your country works? It's
Yeah,
like,
in
okay,
sorry,
I'm
in
gonna
the
change.
general idea, education is.
Okay, I'm gonna change.
I changed that.
Yeah, for example, I don't know how to say that, but it's like informal salary. I mean salary. I don't know how to say in English, but informal market,
Like salary card?
something like that. For example, in a informal
Wait.
market,
Okay.
it's our everyday life. Our groceries buys in that market. You know, cause it's more cheaper to us on a lot of things. It's more good than in the formal supermarket, but it's not. You know, cause like why you have, but it's our everyday life. Even my mom, even me, I prefer to products at formal markets and in Walmart, for example.
Okay.
But oh damn, education is important. Yeah, but for example, I think I study economy. I'm sorry or something, but I think economy is the most important here. If you understand economy, you understand how and where to help you are living, how to help your people works. You will know that pay taxes or IVA in your country is good. It's good, helps your country, and you can improve in the future. So I think that in economy education, just one subject in, I don't know, high school or in your for education in general, I think it's the most important to us, and it's gonna be change a lot of things in our country. I guess, I don't know, I'm not
So
president.
basically, the education is the thing.
Basically, yeah, basically
The education is the way. It's the thing that we will
To
change.
change, I think change Mexico is impossible, I guess.
Someday, probably, when America doesn't exist. Probably.
We are not a continent, so we are a country.
Yeah, America is not. It's not a. Yeah. America is not a country. It's a continent. So.
Mexico is not a
But I
continent.
think that the American, well, the American people from the United States say that they are Americans because in the schools they teach them that America is a country. I realize that in school they didn't teach them that America is a country, like North America, Central America, South America. They teach them that America is the United States and that's it. They don't have like the biggest idea.
Yes, that's true.
So that's,
Yeah, that's true. But why we know where England is, or why we know what the UK is, why we know where Italy is, and they do not where Mexico is? That's my question. It's like, man, we're a country, we're not a continent.
America is a
Mexico
continent.
is a fucking country.
part of America.
United States, America,
True story.
Canada, and Mexico, and we do not speak Mexican.
That's
we
another-
don't speak Mexican.
Yeah, we don't speak
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah.
We speak Spanish.
I think Mexico even
True
doesn't
fact.
exist. Like,
Yeah,
it's like-
Mexican.
Mexico doesn't not exist. He's like, no, man.
We speak some kind of Spanish.
Actually, Mexican could be Nahuatl.
Yeah, it's a lot of language, like 500.
Well, but Nahuatl
Yeah.
is the most popular
Yeah,
language in
but
our
we don't speak
past
Mexican.
Mexican.
Yeah.
We speak Spanish, a kind of Spanish,
But it's
because we do
Spanish.
not talk Spanish as the Spanish people does. We
Fair
are,
enough.
we have a kind of. It's like if you are, for example, I don't know, United States, England. Do you know what the the difference is between American English and British English is the same in Mexico. We have
Mexican Spanish, Spain Spanish, South America Spanish.
and for example here in America I think it's a Spanish speaker. Why? Because Mexico, Colombia, Chile, Argentina,
Ecuador, yeah. Guatemala. I don't know another country. El Salvador.
Yeah, a lot of, but
They
sometimes
speak Spanish.
sometimes we don't know understand each other.
Yeah, Spanish are difficult language.
And we have a different idioms between Mexican and Colombians, for example. You know, so we speak a different kind of Spanish.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
yeah. We have similar words, but the meaning it's not the same. So the meanings of war words to another American country will speak Spanish, like aguacate, avocado.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, avocado it changes in every country. Like okay, pasta.
No. For example,
shit.
or specific example, for example, in America, use prefer. In UK, you use rather. In America, you say banana. How to say in American English?
Banana.
Banana?
American English.
Banana, but you have different pronunciation in UK. You know, like or banana, fork, or what else? For example, American use maybe you from UK use perhaps. Do you know? It's the same with us. Mexico, Colombia, Spain. These are different kinds of.
It's not Mexican. It's not a language.
Talking Spanish.
Yeah, in conclusion, Mexican is not a language.
What is your favorite Mexican holidays?
Mm,
Okay, I don't like Christmas.
Day of the
I don't
Dead.
like it.
I think the Day of the Dead.
Do you have to
Yeah, it's very history holiday.
Mm.
Yeah, the rituals and the flower thing. It's a really interesting way.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I like
I
that
think
because
that's the New Year.
Because we see the dead in a different way.
yeah,
It's like-
we celebrate that.
We celebrate that.
That's why I like it.
It's like my.
And Mexico only has that.
I think our Independence Day is the best
Yeah, it's beautiful.
holiday. To me, it's like fucking.
We're Mexican.
We're
proud of it.
Mexican. You Spain suck my dick.
Yeah, we have the independence.
Yeah, I
200
think
years
that's
ago.
awesome, man. You can't eat typical food of Mexico or like viva Mexico, and I
Yeah, and
think
the flag thing and the songs.
The food.
and to Christmas, I think it's a familiar date, I guess. Or
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
Mexicans,
but it's
Christmas
more
is very
religious.
important.
The Christmas.
Yeah, it's more religious, like
It's more religious.
the recession, the singing, the church thing, like go with the father and I don't know, like hey, pray for us and that kind of shit. That's,
that kind of
yeah,
shit.
it's more like a religious holiday, but Day of the Dead, it's like they make the Mexican people in the pure way.
Could be.
Yeah, because
Could be.
we see that in a different way. We don't being sad when in theory.
Sorry.
But in the Day of the Dead we celebrate dead people. We make our way to see them like they are with us in that day and we celebrate and we gave them their favorite foods in some a friend I don't want
Favorite
to
drink.
the translation is yeah. So I think it's a beautiful way to celebrate the dead people.
Good point. What's the next one?
Oh, you know.
Well,
Why are you
what
eating so
eating
spicy? I don't know, man. We just do.
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be like, wow, you're Mexican. It's like, I'm sorry, but I don't like that.
Yeah, I think like some
Spicy
day in
foods.
the past, some guy say that kind of vegetable or that thing, and say like it's too spicy, try it, and they start to try spicy things, and they work. So we have to do our gastronomy in base of this.
Listen, the girl that sent us this message saying jam and dying with one jalapeno chips, and the jalapeno chips doesn't is spicy.
But she minds that
It's not hot and
jalapenos chips in Canada, and that
It's not
is not
spicy.
spicy.
it's not spicy.
It's
Like, I think
yeah.
sweet.
Man, it's,
Could be sweet. It's like no, that cancel my dick. Like,
you should try habanero. It's more fun.
exactly. I don't know. I think something cultural. We have a lot of that.
Yeah, we
spicy.
have a lot of kind of spicy
Yeah.
things. It's jalapeno. It's not only
For example,
it's
corn.
spicy.
We have a lot of fucking corn.
That's
the
actually
reason-
corn is from Mexico.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
from some part of Mexico.
That's the reason,
yeah.
'cause
the
we-
popcorn too.
we put a lot of tortillas because we
Yeah,
have a. It's a China. It's a lot of fucking.
Yeah.
How to say in English? Them.
What food?
The food from the ocean.
Asian food?
The animals. No, the animals in the ocean. I don't know how to say them.
Sushi?
Fish?
Or sushi, for example.
Sushi?
Sushi. That's the reason because he had a lot
Yeah, but
of fucking
something
sushi.
fun that the food it depends of the country because it depends of the country, but the food made in some specific part of the world. It depends of the weather. For example, here it's not the same food that we eat here in the center of Mexico that they eat of the north of Mexico or even in the south.
That's a good point.
So the food depends of the weather of the country. Well, not the country, the place where there are the people.
For example, the north and we have
Yeah, in the north they eat meat with beer and every day probably, and we're like in the center we eat like more fried thing, like chalupas and all fried kind of things. So it depends on the weather and all the kind
wherever
of
you are.
concepts.
What style of music do you Mexican listen normally?
Rock. I listen rock, so
Mexican?
we don't listen mariachis every day in the headphones.
But
No, but mariachis is for a party. But a
Yeah, it's
party.
like a tradition.
It's not, it's
Yeah,
like a
we don't
tradition,
listen
it's-
mariachis in the
Yeah,
headphones.
that's true.
Yeah.
I think that it's reggaeton, it's so popular.
we have a lovely birthday. Mariachis in
Yeah,
our
so-
headphones. That's funny. Good one.
We listen mariachis
It's
in
like a
headphones.
kind of music that.
But it depends on the situation. If you are in at home with a party with your family, it's like cumbias, salsa.
Yeah, I don't listen
I
to
guess
that.
I guess
If you are
cumbias.
in a party with
Yeah,
your
it
friends,
depends
it's
of
reggaeton.
every family. We don't have like a
But
No.
I think cumbia is in every home.
Yeah.
I guess so. But how about you? Of course you
depends
don't
on
know
the
like
situation.
that, but
I don't like
your
it.
family do probably.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I
okay,
get it.
but I think every family around Mexico
Yeah,
likes,
besides
likes
have
cumbia
the same
and
thing.
everyone else that we are good dancers.
Yeah, we don't listen reggaeton all the
But
time.
exactly, it's like I did not have
Yeah.
cumbia at my headphones.
Yeah,
It was
and
nice.
it's not like
Or my Instagram stories.
we listen to reggaeton in a funeral, so
Uh-huh.
like man, we don't listen to that all the time. Next one is I
This is
don't know.
very interesting.
It's true that Mexico is really dangerous.
In some places.
In some places. For example, in Puebla, it's not in the center or in the town.
Yeah, in some
But-
specific areas.
Yeah, around my
it's dangerous.
house, yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, it depends.
But could be because
Well, every third world is dangerous. If you see it in the big way, every third world is dangerous.
Yeah.
could be.
In the night.
Yeah, in the night.
Could be but when we were in.
Yeah, it's
in
dangerous.
in-
It's a dangerous country, but every third world is a dangerous. We're not Colombia, but
But no, how
it's
you
dangerous.
how you are thinking, you know, like
Yeah, in
I'm
some
out.
specific
By the
areas.
too much-
yeah, could be. Yes, I think.
Yeah, but I
as
think
well.
for statistics, every Mexican, it's even been marked one time.
Yeah.
Like for statistics, even one time you have to be marked. And that's fucked up because it's true.
Could be.
Do you like hard shell tacos?
Yeah, I do. I am a passionate about tacos, but some people don't. I like tacos.
I love tacos.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
tacos.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the
I
it's the
follow my
best.
language
we
tacos.
can.
Taco Bell, it doesn't have fucking
Yeah,
food.
Taco Bell, it doesn't.
Taco,
It doesn't
Taco Bell.
tacos.
Yeah,
sucks.
Taco Bell sucks. Yeah, it's
No,
a
it's
Mexican
not.
food.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, I don't
It's
like it.
different. Actually, make a taco is something fucking easy. It's like a tortilla.
And we have a lot of kind of tacos. We
Yeah.
don't have like the fried tortilla. Like Taco Bell is not a thing.
But here in
Yeah,
Mexico, whatever you could put in a tortilla is a taco.
It's a taco, yeah. It's avocado in a fucking tortilla. It's a taco.
With a
So taco it
Bean-
means a lot of things.
beans or I don't know
Meat. I don't know.
banana.
Let's
Yeah.
banana,
Jelly.
some jelly. That's weird. I don't know.
And that's a taco. Everything that it puts inside a tortilla, it's taco. That's
Yeah,
it.
Taco Bell is not.
It's not a thing, yeah.
Yeah, that actually sucks. But I think it was the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one.
And it's time. People, thank you for listening.
The English
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, we tried to make a podcast in English for looking for something listeners. Really, thank you so much. I guess we can make a lot of podcasts in English
If you wanted to.
if you want. Exactly.
Wanted
So
to.
really, thank you so much. If you wanted to listen other subject about us, cause in the Spanish version we talk a lot of fucking subjects like.
Yeah, it's a different topic.
Yeah, exactly. It's like education, what's happening in the United States. We have a lot of fucking different subjects. But it can work.
We can try.
Yeah, I hope so. So thank you so much for listening. I hope to
Bye.
to you, camera.
Bye.
Peace out.
Sí, sí, a la chingada.